What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Oh my god, that song was basic and funny as hell at the same time. I came up from the ruins. I was created from the ruins. That song is hilarious. It's basic, but it's hilarious. And it's now stuck in my head now. That whole presentation was going, well, after the whole Sasha debacle, that presentation, I would give it a 2 out of 10. I mean, that was a shit show. That presentation was dreadful. My goodness. You had Sasha, coked out, looking a mess. Now she finally got herself fixed up. She's tumbling and stumbling and knocking stuff over. Her presentation was trash. Brooklyn can't sing right now. So, of course, she needed Amy's help. She hooked her up to the Bluetooth and stuff. So that way, Amy could be out in the hallway singing while Brooklyn is lip syncing the words. And she was doing a good job with it. Like, the timing of the lip syncing was on point. It was going good for a second. And then Chase showed up because Valentine had called him earlier and was like, yeah, you need to reach out to Sasha because she looks like she needs a friend. So he showed up to the Metro Court. In the middle of the performance and interrupted it. And when Amy stopped singing, everybody noticed that, yeah, you're lip syncing. And then they could hear Amy in the background because of the Bluetooth. I said, damn, Chase, you couldn't wait a few more minutes, you just had to interrupt. A hot mess. So, of course, the buyer for the stores and stuff, she basically told them that she has no interest in doing business with Deception because she feels like they can't even manage a simple presentation. How the hell are they going to manage a whole company if they can't manage this small little task? Which is true. I agree with her from a business standpoint. If that were me sitting in that room and a company I wanted to do business with was handing me a presentation and it was less than stellar, I would have had to walk away too. I would have had to, because if your shit is so sloppy in a presentation, that means you handle your business sloppily. And I can't do business with sloppy folks. I super agreed with her. I so agreed with her because if this is the way y'all handle business, you can't handle my business. You know what I'm saying? I can't trust you to be partners with me if this is how y'all run y'all stuff. So if y'all running y'all stuff all bootleg like this, you ain't running nothing over here with me. I so understood where she was coming from because that shit was horrible. That presentation was trash. It was just trash. Like, Valentine was trying to smooth things over with her, but Valentine might be a charmer, but he wasn't going to charm her because she made her mind up. She said, hell to the no. I can't do business with y'all. Get y'all shit together and then call me later when y'all get it together. Maybe we could do something down the line. But right now, nope. Y'all look very amateurish, which they did. Deception looked very amateurish. Like, that was an amateur. That was a disaster. Lucy, of course, was overly pissed off at Brooklyn because she made a mockery of the situation. Like, we understand that you can't sing, but you should have just been honest with everybody from the jump. You know what I'm saying? Instead of putting on this little facade and, getting Amy to do your bidding, you should have just told the truth. Like, I understand you didn't want to sabotage nothing, but, by lying, you did more damage than you could if you just told the damn truth. So, of course, Lucy was pissed, and Lucy basically told her, like, I'm done. I don't want to do business with you. I don't want you a part of Deception. So Lucy fired her. I kind of felt bad for Brooklyn because she can't catch a break. It's like every time she tried to do something, she tried to take a step, about 2 steps back. About 2 steps forward, she take about 3 steps back. So I totally felt bad for her, but, you should have just been honest with them and maybe y'all could have worked something out later. Because think about it. I mean, the lady kept telling them that they could postpone. You know what I'm saying? They could just, schedule another meeting another time. But Lucy kept on insisting, no, let's do it now. No, let's do it now because you're here. No, that's when Brooke Lynn should have just spoke up and just pulled Lucy to the side and was like, right now I can't sing. Postpone, redo the meeting another time. Because it was the lady's idea to redo the meeting. So I feel like they should have just took her up on it and just rescheduled the damn meeting. But, I can't blame Lucy for being pissed. That was a big deal for her. They could have got Deception products in over 250 stores in this country, so I can't blame her for, being pissed. That was a huge low blow, huge deal that they missed out on. But hopefully Brooklyn can get it together. And now Brooklyn feels like her life is just going downhill ever since she made that deal with Valentine. I'm like, well, sometimes the grass isn't greener on the other side like she thought it was. And now you're, learning your lesson, hopefully. So anyway, moving on from that. Chase was working my nerves with Finn today. Like, he was really getting on my damn nerves. I'm like, Chase, go sit down. Like, he keeps trying to pressure Finn into having a family dinner. A sit down with Jackie and stuff like that. Stop forcing this. Like, I understand you don't want the family divided, but stop. If Finn is not interested, your mother's clearly not interested, why do you keep pushing this, trying to force people to be in a room with each other if they're not ready? You're just going to make matters worse. Chase, I like you, but calm your ass down. Like, you cannot be the peacemaker for everything. You can't bring peace to everything. You can't solve every problem. Focus on the problems that you can solve, that you have a chance at solving. Because right now, you're just asking for problems. Let it go. If Finn is content with what's going on and Jackie's content, let it go. And besides, Finn dealing with his own issues with Anna right now because he don't even know if they will get married at this point. With the slow-ass way that they're playing this wedding, please, Jesus can come back again and they still wouldn't get married at this point. So... y'all might as well cancel this little shindig. I'm just saying, put the kibosh on this wedding because it ain't gonna happen. Like, you might as well. Because Finn is worried about this whole Alex situation, which I totally understand. So, Finn got a lot on his plate right now that he's trying to navigate. And to make matters worse, now he got to deal with damn Cyrus Renault now as the chairman of the board. Like, Cyrus coming there bringing up Finn's little past drug addiction or whatever. And it's so funny how Cyrus was sitting there talking about, I'm not going to fire you. That's not, that's up to Britt Westbourne. Cyrus, shut up. Stop trying to hide behind Britt, because we all know if you wanted Finn fired, all you had to do was either do it yourself because you are chairman of the board, or just tell Britt to do it and she's going to do it. I don't know why Britt keep trying to act like she runs the show and now Cyrus trying to act like, oh, it's all her decision. You're the one who hired her. You're her boss. You're her damn boss. So if you tell her to jump, all she got to do is say, hi, Mr. Renault. That's all she got to do. And she damn well know it. She could try to act tough in front of everybody if she want to, but we all know who running the show. We know. Because she's not even qualified for the chief of staff position. So we know he's pulling the strings. He's the puppet master. And he's pulling the strings. We know it. She could sit there and act dumb and clueless if she want, or try to act like, oh, I'm in charge. Yeah, no, you're not. You are chief of staff in name only. You do not have the power to go with it. We all know Cyrus holds the card. So you could sell that snake oil to somebody else. Because I ain't buying. And I like how Finn stood up to Cyrus, like, letting him know, like, you're not going to, dangle my job in my face. You're not going to do none of that. Because I ain't scared. I like that because, Cyrus, he gets a kick out of people sticking up to him to a certain degree. But he ain't going to take... The thing about Cyrus is he's not going to take too much back talk. He's going to take a little bit until you start getting carried away, and then he's going to smack you back in your place. That's how Cyrus is. And that's basically what he's trying to do with Jordan right now. Dictate to her. Because she brought him that police file from an old case that he wanted. And now he has a new demand. Back off the Jason Morgan case. Basically, he don't want the PCPD investigating Jason's motorcycle accident anymore. So when she was going to put up a fight about it, she thought about the past conversation her and Curtis had, and she was like, nah, let him think he in charge. Well, with Jordan, in my opinion, he is in charge. He's running you at this point. And there's nothing you can do because you don't have any leverage on him. So you just keep on doing his bidding. Hope it works out for you being somebody's little puppy. I hope it works out because you're the puppet. And he has you on a very short string, dangling you around, making you dance when he wants you to. So, of course, Jordan pulled Chase off the case, and Chase was pissed, and I can't blame Chase because he knows Cyrus had something to do with that shit. He know it. That's why he wanted to continue to question Brando about it to see what it leads to. But he knows Cyrus people had something to do with it, and Jordan's just turning a blind eye to it at this point. And I believe that Chase is getting suspicious. Now I know he is. Because if you know this is a hot case, why are you backing him off of this? Unless you're corrupt. Because I love that little showdown that her and Portia had, because it needed to happen. Portia is over Jordan's bullshit. Like, she see what it is. And I understand Curtis trying to defend his wife and whatnot. I get that. But he know Portia's right. Like, Jordan can sit here and be a puppet for Cyrus all she want, but you're making the rest, everybody else in that town pay for it. Every move you make in his defense, everybody else is paying the price. Somebody's job is in jeopardy. Somebody's life is in jeopardy. All because you keep covering up and trying to find leverage, but you're hurting everybody in that town in the process. And it's stupid. So Portia basically called Jordan out on her shit. She was like, why are you letting him get away with all this? Like, you know his people shot Taggart. You know that. And you're letting him get away with that. You're not even investigating that. You threw Taggart's name through the mud, exonerated this dude, and now you're pulling one of your best detectives off a case that could possibly lead to Cyrus. If properly investigated, it can lead to Cyrus. And now you're pulling your best off of the case. Portia is sick of this bullshit. She sees what's going on in front of her. And she's woman enough to call Jordan out on that. And Jordan got mad quick. She was like, oh no, not that I answered to you, but I am doing everything in my power. Well, technically you do. She's not your boss, but she is a member of that community. And you serve at their pleasure. Not only the mayor's pleasure, but you serve as, your job is to protect and serve. But you're only protecting and serving one son of a bitch, and that's Cyrus. And everybody's starting to notice it. So, Jordan, you need to figure out your next move. And I didn't like the way Curtis tried to come at Portia, trying to get all snarky and a little smart with her, when you know that she's telling the truth. Your wife is a snake doing the devil's bidding. Even though she's not willingly doing it, but still, it's like she's not doing anything else to stop it either. And when Jordan was sitting there talking about, she went on this little rant talking about, I'm not a ghost. I can't just, kill Cyrus and this, that, and the third. And when she said that, Portia was looking at her like, what the hell are you talking about? And Curtis was looking at her the same way. And he was like, what are you talking about? Nobody mentioned no ghosts and no killing and all that. And she tried to cover it up talking about something, it's just the pressure of the job or whatever. No. You starting to let your secrets slip up. And Curtis, he's very intuitive. He's not a dummy. And he knows that when his wife goes on a rant like that, it's something behind it. So he's going to figure it out, more than likely. And what irritated me even more with Jordan was her and Curtis were supposed to go to dinner with TJ. And here she go again. No, just tell TJ I'm sorry. I'll see you at home. See, every time Curtis wants to spend some family time with her and some romantic time, she ain't got no time for it. It's always, no, I got to work. No, I got to do this. No, I got to go. Curtis, you married the wrong damn woman. Just take the ring off of her finger. I would say put it on Portia's finger, but I don't trust Portia right now because I still feel like she's lying about Trina's true parentage. So I feel like she's still lying about that. So I wouldn't put a ring on either of their finger at this point because both of them are just all over the map. So Curtis needs to figure out his next move. So anyway, moving on from that. Brando got a call from Cyrus letting him know the PCPD was no longer investigating the Jason case. And of course, Brando wanted to know what Cyrus wanted in return. And we all know your undying loyalty, your kidney, your firstborn, pretty much everything but the kitchen sink. So get ready, Brando. So anyway, Peter, Maxie, Anna, I really didn't give a crap about that scene today, like, at all. Like, Peter sitting there talking with Anna. Anna was going to tell him the truth, but then he sprung the whole me and Maxie are getting married thing on her. So, you know, she decided not to tell him the truth because he also mentioned that he has markers for arthritis. And he figures that he didn't get it from Faison's side, so he figured he got it from Anna. But Anna told him she never, you know, got tested for it. Like, markers never showed up that she had arthritis. So he was wondering, like, how could that be at first? But then he was like, oh, it don't matter. So she decided not to tell him that Alex may be his mama. So she basically figured that she got another way to figure out if she's really Peter's mother or not. Hopefully she's not. I'm hoping that she's not. When Maxie told Mac that her and Peter were getting married, of course, he was happy for her. Jackie congratulated her. Robert, of course, was sitting here just pissed off. And he wanted to talk, you know, him and Jackie were talking about it. And Jackie basically told him, even if you're right about it or whatever, you know, if she finds out something about Peter that's illicit, she's definitely going to publish it. As a journalist, you know, that's her job. She'll do it. But right now, there's no proof. So, of course, Mac was wondering what the hell Robert's problem is with Peter, and Robert pretty much was like, he's a scumbag, like he's dirty, he's a crook, and Mac didn't want to hear it because at the end of the day, you have no proof. And that's my whole thing. I feel like Robert needs to put up a facade. I feel like it's time for him to start pretending, because at the end of the day, you have no proof. It's not about what you know, it's about what you can prove. And right now, Robert can't prove anything. So just work it behind the scenes. Like, stop publicly showing your hatred for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop doing that. I know it's hard for Robert to fake it, but for right now, you need to fake it till you make it, until you get some real good evidence. And then rub everybody's noses in it when you prove to them. Because even Mac, I think deep down, I think Mac believes him. But the problem is he ain't got no proof. All he got is allegations. That's all he has. And theories and stuff. But Mac made it very clear to Robert that if he is right about Peter and Peter is still a snake, then Mac told him. He was like, should I be right next to you, you know, taking Peter down right along with you if it's true? But for right now, y'all have no proof. And you can't go based off of allegations. You got to have proof. And unfortunately, he doesn't have it. And he pretty much had to pretend to congratulate them. It was hard for Robert to congratulate Maxie and Peter on their marriage. Like, he couldn't even do it. Like, that was some difficult shit for him. Robert, for the life of him, could not muster up a congratulations. Like, he was mumbling, stumbling. He could not do it. It was hard for him to say them words. He just couldn't do it. And I can't blame him, because I'm not happy about this shit either. I feel like it's a little hokey, but, you know, for her to be getting married to the man, you know, I just feel like that's a little jacked up. But, anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. I will see y'all all later. Have a good day. Peace.